student. The topic for today's session is arrays. So in this session or after the end of the session, you will know what is an array, why we need an array and how to use arrays. Okay. Now look at this coding lines and tell me what is the output of this program. So the coding statements are int m for int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, and within a loop I am having only one statement, m is equal to integer dot parseInt of in dot read line of. So what is the output of this program? By using this coding lines you can enter 10 different numbers. But anyhow the old value when m will be deleted to store the new value in each iteration of loop. That is, at the end of the loop, the last entered value will be present in m. Okay? You can't see or you can't access or you can't do any process with other earlier entered 9 elements. So, int m, and here this m is a primitive variable which are designed to hold only one value at a time. Yes or no? Yes. But now the question is, what if your logic is requiring 10, 100 or greater than 100 variables at a time? Will you write int m1, m2, m3? Likewise, will you declare 100 different variables? And m is equal to integer dot parseInt of m1 is equal to integer dot parseInt of. Likewise, will you use 100 different input statements in your program? Then think of how complex your coding will be. So then what is the solution for solving this complex issue? Now come to the solution. That's the purpose of an array. Now using array, you can store collection of similar types of data. That's a purpose of using array. You can store similar types of data under a same name and same data type. That's why array is called as different variables under the same name and same data type. And in Java, array is called as an object. It's a container. Think of a box. When you go to school, you will take a box in your hand. So the box will contain all the materials relevant to writing purpose. It may have pencil, pen, eraser, sharpener. So all the elements are for the same purpose. The intention of all these elements are to write, to carry over the writing work. Yes? So yes, the same way, same as the box carrying all relevant materials, here array is an object, it's a container object, it is used to hold the different variables of the same data type, okay, and with the same name. And each and every variable in an array is called as element. To access element, subscript or index concept is used. So to make you to understand clearly, look at this slide. Now num is an array of integers. See here, under the same name num, I am carrying 10 different elements: 3, 11, 9, 74, 8, 2, 18, 71, 43, 10. 10 different integer elements are stored with the same name num. And how you have to access each and every element? Using subscript concept, num of 0. And this, keep it in mind, this array subscript is always starts with 0 and the last subscript value is length, array length minus 1. Okay, so that num 0, 1, etc. up to num of 9, because this array is carrying 10 different elements, so the last element subscript will be num of 9. So in this way you have to access the array elements. Now num of 7 will return a value 71. Okay, and the coding syntax in Java is, look at the last part, int this square bracket is an indication of array. So this is an integer array. Type of each element, integer array, and the name of the array is num is equal to new. So this new is making this array as an object. Okay, new int of 10. So here 10 means length of an array. So by using this num array, you can store 10 different integer values. So this is a syntax for declaring and you are actually declaring and defining an array. Okay, so after execution of this statement, num with 10 different memory locations will be defined in memory. Warning, important warning, array subscript starts with the number 0. Keep it in mind. Always the array subscript will start with 0 and end with len minus 1. And consider the following possible subscripts. Num of 0. Yes, this way of accessing element is correct. So num of 0 will written 3. Num of 9. Num of 9 will written 10. Num of 10. Yes, can you find any element with the subscript num of 10? No. So as told you already, the last subscript will be num of 9. Num of 9. Okay, so you can't access num of 10. So it is an illegal way of accessing element. Num of minus 1. You should not use negative number. And num of 3.5. This is also illegal because index is always integer value. The whole number only, the positive whole number only you can use, and up to the length only you should use. And again I am showing you the different way of creating an array. Numbers is equal to new int of 6. This is again a different way of declaring and defining an array value. Arrays may be of any type. Yes. So for example, I have shown you integer array. In the same way, you can also declare float, char, long and double. Okay. An array size must be a non-negative number. It may be a literal value, a constant or a variable. Keep it in mind, once created, an array size is fixed. It cannot be changed. So that's all about the important terms and definitions about arrays. We will discuss some programs in next session. Thank you.